Hi, I am jumping on today to talk about a post yesterday of is cancellation policy a two-way street? So this question came about from a member of my Lashpreneur society, and she had an emergency that came up. She had just charged this client a no-show fee or some sort of cancellation fee where the previous week or the previous appointment she saw her, and then she had to actually cancel the client's next appointment for a family emergency. And so she felt bad that she was canceling a client even though the week before she had just charged her for not showing up to her appointment or there was a late fee. And so she asked, should I feel bad should I offer them some sort of discount because I didn't show up? Or, how I feel like I want to value the client's time. I don't want to be disrespectful or feel like I don't value them. So that's where this conversation started. Hi guys, thanks for jumping on. So I'm going to talk about, is a cancellation policy a two-way street? Meaning, if we're talking mainly about last minute emergencies, last minute cancellations, whether the lash artist should compensate the client in some capacity, whether it's through a discount, if they have to cancel last minute, because we as lash artists set the boundary that, there's a 24-hour cancellation policy, and if not, you're going to be charged. So does that also apply to the lash artist? So I posed this question on social media, and overwhelming the response was, yes, it is a two-way street. More or less, there were only about 3 people out of, I can't tell how many comments there are, 28, that said, no, I wouldn't give a client a discount or something like that. Everybody said, for the most part, of course, it would only be fair if there was some sort of discount offered to a client if I, the lash artist, had to cancel last minute. So feel free to chime in on that conversation what your opinion is. Do you think that it is a two-way street? That if you charge for a client who cancels last minute versus a lash artist giving some sort of discount or comped service or free something rather for the client if the lash artist has to cancel last minute? We're not talking about a lash artist who's just super flaky and can't get their ish together, who's constantly canceling on clients. That's a totally different, separate issue. So I have a very, very strong opinion on this that might surprise you. No, I don't think it's a two-way street, and I'll tell you why. So one take on it that I saw was that a client wouldn't feel it's fair that they would get charged for canceling within, say, that 24-hour period, but a lash artist doesn't have a penalty for canceling an appointment last minute. So show me lots of hearts if that's something that you agree with. Okay, starting to see them. So that a client would say, it's not fair that I get charged, but if you cancel last minute, then I should get a discount on my service because I plan my time. The same that a client's time is just as valuable and equal to yours. That was a lot of what I was seeing as well. The reason why I say it's not a two-way street is because the penalty you as the lash artist have when you cancel an appointment is that you don't make money, right? So our time is not actually equal to our clients. It's not like it's a tit for tat kind of relationship. It's livelihood versus luxury. So we're canceling on an appointment because of an emergency, right? We're only kind of framing this as an emergency, not you overslept or whatever. If it's an emergency, that you as the business owner means that you're not making money that day. If you have to cancel on a client last minute and then you are offering a discount on top of that as I'm so sorry I canceled your appointment, not only are you out money that day for the appointment that you could have taken, but then you actually owe the client money in the form of a discount whenever you do reschedule them. So you're down an appointment and then some. But when you go to the grocery store, do you explain that to the grocery store and they then discount your groceries because your livelihood was impacted by an event you couldn't control? Whereas a client, it's a luxury service. If they have to go an extra 3 days because you rescheduled them, they're still able to support themselves. Their life doesn't change other than maybe they look a little wonky, right? Hopefully they're booking advance enough that 3 days isn't going to be a huge game changer. So no, I don't think it's an equal trade of my time is equal to my client's time because your time is your business. When you start to see that your time is equal to your client's time and you guys should respect each other's time, you're looking at your time as if it's your personal time. Because it's your client's personal time that is kind of at stake there, where it's your livelihood that it's costing you. So there is not an equal trade, in my opinion. Now, please take this as this is my own opinion. I just want to give you something. I want to challenge the way that you think and see if maybe there isn't room for you to expand how you perceive yourself as a business owner. It doesn't mean you have to change anything. I'm not saying it's wrong if you give clients $10 off. By all means, do you. I'm just saying let's challenge that my time is equal to what my client's time is. Because it's not like your clients are getting paid to go see you, but you are getting paid for your clients to come see you. So I know it's a little bit, it's hard to explain. Like, it's a really big concept, but there's this worth component to it that the lash artist that said, absolutely, I would give them a discount. I want to respect their time. Of course you want to respect their time. But also, if you have an established cancellation policy that you've communicated to the client, they have agreed to follow your policies. Now, I don't know about you. I've never heard of a client saying, well, here's the policies I have as a client of yours if you want me as a client, which means that if you're going to cancel last minute, I deserve a discount. If that's the case, by all means, honor that contract. But clients, by way of being a part of your business, are agreeing to your policies, assuming you've gone over them and signed it. So they have agreed to that they are to cancel within a certain time frame or they will get penalized because it protects your business. Everything needs to protect the business and the livelihood of the business. So when we say that if I cancel last minute for an emergency as a business owner and a lash artist, I am actually choosing, whether I want to or not, but I'm making a choice that I am not going to make any money this day. So I want to frame it as, let's expand this, because I think you open Pandora's box when you start to offer discounts without having structure around it. So if it's your structure that anytime that you, on the rare occasion as a lash artist, cancel appointments same day or within a 48-hour period or whatever last minute is to you, and you're going to offer a 10% discount for any clients during that time frame that you have to cancel. Well, what if you are a lash artist who works 3 days a week and you're sick for all 3 days, and so not only are you not making money that entire week, but then you also owe 10% for all those clients as a discount? How much money are you losing? Are you impacting your ability to support yourself and to keep your doors open? Where clients, yes, they're inconvenienced, of course. We want to avoid that at all costs. And this is such a rare exception of something like this happening. But we have to protect the business first and set a boundary in place that the business thrives and can remain open, because that's how everybody's happy. That's how you're able to feed your family. That's how clients are able to have lashes. So it's not this tit for tat, because you are actually affecting your ability to support yourself and keep your doors open, whereas the client is solely inconvenienced based on their visual appearance. It's a luxury service that they're choosing to partake in. Their options are they can go a little bit longer without their lashes, or to get their lashes filled for whenever you are back and able to take them. They can let their lashes grow out and not get lash extensions anymore, or they can find somebody else, right? Those are the consequences for them should you cancel. Your consequences for when a client cancels on you are that you don't get money. So if that happens enough times, then you can't keep your doors open and you affect your ability to be able to support yourself. So that's why I don't think it's a two-way street, because you are a business, they are getting a personal service that is voluntary on their end. Whereas your ability to support yourself, you don't really get to say whether your credit card company is going to charge you interest if you don't pay your credit card off, right? So to give you a broader picture of why this is a dangerous mindset and kind of a sticky, weird little mindset to have, is look at businesses outside of the beauty industry, right? So not saying that this is a blanket statement, but for those of you that did say, yes, I would offer a discount because the client's time is equal to mine or whatever that was, I think you're approaching your business not seeing yourself as a business owner and coming in with an employee mindset, or a service provider mindset. Because let's take the instance of another service-based business. Let's say hospitals, right? Hospitals provide a service of healthcare. If your doctor is sick the day of your surgery and they have to reschedule your surgery, is a hospital going to give you, the patient, a discount on your surgery for the inconvenience that it was pushed back? No, they're not. Is the doctor going to take a pay cut because they couldn't show up to the surgery? No, they're not. right? And again, we're not talking about if a doctor cancels a lot of times and they get fired. So again, when we start to look at what other businesses are doing, I always use what would Starbucks do, right? That's kind of my frame of reference for how do corporations and established successful businesses handle business. It's kind of weird because they provide a product and we provide a service, so I can't use Starbucks in this example, but hospitals are kind of that mindset that you can take is what happens when a hospital cancels a service? Do they then reward the patient for the error of the hospital? Likely not. Like if you think about lawyers, if you were to schedule a consultation with a lawyer and they had to move your appointment last minute, would you then get a discount on your legal services fee from the lawyer? Probably not. So I don't want to confuse customer service and doing, I don't know, the entrepreneurial mindset is not the customer is always right. It's whatever protects the business first and then offering stellar customer service after that. The service provider mindset is the customer is always right, even at a detriment to the business. So that's where because you're, as a service provider, you are not in charge of the business. You are just in charge of providing a great experience for your customer. Whereas when you move into being a business owner, you have to protect the business first. Because clients come and go, guys. They're not with us for their lifetime. As much as we would like to think that, and some have been with you for your entire career, they're likely not going to be there for 50 or 60 years. Whereas your business, hopefully, ultimately will support you for your entire life if you build it out correctly, or if you want it to. So we toe a dangerous line when we let clients and our feelings about what's right for clients dictate what's best for our business. And when it starts that the client's more important than the business, that's at a point when you really need to check yourself, because that is something that is not going to help your business be stable. You have to always be prioritizing what's best for the business. Now, in what's best for the business is having happy customers and clients. The thing we run into with some of you is that, say you're to offer $10 off for clients when you cancel. Some of you, that's nothing. Some of you, that's like a drop in the bucket. You have no problem, giving your clients a $10 discount when they are, as a means of keeping them happy. Some of you offering $10 off of a client is like make or break for your business. So I just want to change the frame of reference, open up the conversation on how there was only about 3 people who kind of took that approach for me as well, that it was not a two-way street, that your bills still need to be paid. You still need to earn a living regardless of whether you're sick or not. And because we're appointment-based, we're not salary-based, we really have to protect our time and our schedule. So no, I don't think we should be handing out money and giving it away for free. Again, there's no right or wrong here. There's no law to it. I highly, highly, highly recommend that you trust your gut, but maybe challenge what you probably thought was a no-brainer. Of course it's a two-way street, because it's the difference between your livelihood and them getting a luxury service. So that's kind of my 2 cents on that. I would love for you guys to continue the discussion inside the post on Instagram. If this kind of brought any ahas for you, if you changed your mind, I'm always open for people changing my mind on things. So if you feel very strongly against what I had to offer here today, I would love for you to share that and let's have a conversation with it. I am definitely open to feedback and maybe seeing things that I'm not seeing, but it did surprise me at how one-sided this conversation was amongst people commenting on it. So I just wanted to get your take and just kind of share my different perspective. So yeah, guys, thanks so much for joining. I'm just going to jump past and see if there were any questions. Hi, Lashcast. Smart Lash Boss right there. Oh, stop it. I just have a different way of viewing at things, and I don't always take it at face value. Your eyebrows look so good. Well, these aren't questions for that. Thank you. Yeah, so feel free to watch the replay if you didn't. This is based on the post of, is a cancellation policy a two-way street? And just challenging the common mindset that, of course, you would give a client a discount. So that's all I got for today, guys. Thanks so much for joining. We'll talk to you soon.